All right, welcome everybody. I'm Marla Stigman, and I'm going to be leading us first in some positive mindset talk and continuing the book, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, chapters 19 through 21. And we're also going to be welcoming our new VIPs. If there's any new VIPs, would you put your name in the chat, please? Because I'm going to be giving away 5 prizes at the end of this call. And just say who you are, where you're from, and who your sponsor is. And I got to make sure I can see everybody here. There we go. Now I can see everyone. So welcome everybody. And for those of you that have been following this book and reading with it, if you just want to raise your hand, you're not in trouble. If you don't have the book, just raise your hand. Okay. All right, Lisa. So who else is reading the book and been in tune with it a little bit? Okay. Shad, it is Helmstetter. He was like the first person to really write about this positive neuroscience. I mean, that kind of is the legendary starter of this. And the more you read it, the more it makes sense. And I've really been into this probably since like the 90s, kind of reading about self-esteem and how to create better self-esteem. Well, that's positive talking and how to talk to yourself, but now the language has changed through the years. And as a teacher, it changed with kids where it was more growth mindset versus fixed mindset. So it kind of leads into teaching kids how to have that positive outlook about life and their challenges and how to face every day with positivity and action. Okay. So in the before this, Kelly had asked us to, start using some affirmations. So just raise your hand. It'll be quicker than typing in the chat. If you do positive affirmations yourself, if you practice that. Yay. Okay, Erica does. So Erica, do you say them out loud or do you write them or how do you do it?
Say them out loud.
Awesome.
Say them out loud. And we do it with our basketball team too this weekend.
I love it.
Yeah, it's important.
It is so important because our subconscious mind makes up, do you guys know what the percent that is? 90% is subconscious, 10% is conscious or fixed, which is important. We need that 10% where, that's our executive functioning, where we have to remember how to do things. But the subconscious is, the creative part that makes us grow, that makes us thrive. And that's where we get fear sets in and it stops us from doing the scary things. But how many people do you know of that have accomplished something different in their life or goals set? Do you look at them with awe? Probably, because they've acquired a lifestyle that's improved versus somebody that's just staying in their same safe environment. And sometimes there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just when you set a goal to get to that goal, you need to have that positive thinking and that action and just moving forward regardless. So, of course, when fear sets in, there's safety issues. Like if you're, going to be going across the street and there's cars coming and you say the cars are not going to hit me. Well, that doesn't make sense, right? There's places where you don't want to use it. But as far as putting yourself in perspective of this, kind of thinking of some challenges that you've had, you've probably seen yourself grow in areas, whereas if you wouldn't have pushed yourself to do things. So when you hear the word goals, a goal is really a challenge. And when you have a challenge, you're going to have problems in that challenge because you're probably going to not meet that goal right away. Like how many times have you set a goal and you achieved it the first time? Not me. Like talking about weight loss. How many of us want to lose weight in a month? It doesn't happen. It's like practice. You have to keep doing the same healthy habits to acquire those goals. And just like if you want to get a different degree or apply for a job or become, a higher rank in this company, you need to be doing different actions every day to get yourself there. And the more you apply yourself with those actions, the closer you're going to get. So what he talks about with problems in chapter 19 is, that it's normal. You're going to have a problem, and to overcome the problem, you're going to have to just keep working towards that goal. So I have a couple parts underlined. I'm just going to read. If we want to talk to ourselves in the most productive way, we should also understand the true meaning of the word goal. It is a word that is often misused, and it's been given a position of power that it doesn't deserve. So if you say you have a goal and you don't reach it, you can't think of that as being, not successful. It just means I need to adjust my goal. Maybe your goal is too high. If I say I want to lose 10 pounds in a month, that goal probably isn't realistic. Maybe I need to look at the activities I have to get to that goal. Like, I'm not walking 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day. Is that a problem? Yes. I'm not drinking enough water. Is that a problem? Yes. So a lot of times it's adjusting your goal to meet your activities that are going to be healthier and sustainable, and maybe just focus on the activity versus the big number, especially with weight loss, when you think of that. And then eating is another part. If I'm eating healthy foods, am I eating more vegetables? Am I eating fruits? Am I eating sugar? Looking at your daily habits. So your goals can be anything you choose them to be. So how many of you right now are working on certain goals? Maybe you have being a better mom goal, or being a better wife goal, stronger faith. We have so many areas of our life that we're probably striving to do better, right? Erica used the example, they're coaching her daughter's basketball team and they're using positive affirmations with the girls. And that's awesome. I know Kelly had mentioned it prior. I don't know if it was last time or the time before, about the app that I've recommended for 3 years. It's called the ThinkUp app. And if you guys have not used that, write that down right now, ThinkUp app, and try it. You can record your own voice and pick your affirmations, start listening to them, maybe just in the mornings. That's the only time I had time to do it. And it really did make a difference. And I changed them every month to match kind of what I thought I needed in areas of my life. But on pages 150 and 152, they gave awesome examples of the affirmations in here. Lisa Tronson, you have the book. Did you practice any of those, like problem solving affirmations or anything? No? So if you guys don't have the book, I will even send you these pages so you could sit and practice these. So you don't have to buy anything. I'll help you do that. So it's just problem solving goals. Here's an example, or affirmations. I'm good at solving problems. I like challenges and I meet them head on. Problems are my teachers. They help me to learn and grow. Without them, I would be going nowhere. With them, I am moving forward in the direction of my goals. So it's pretty generalized, because how many of us think about how many problems we come across every single day. And if we have a negative mindset where, oh, I just can't do anything right. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to figure this out. That's going to get us nowhere. So telling yourself these things, your brain will listen. The subconscious mind will believe what you tell it. So when you are feeding it good information, our brain can get rewired. Pages 152 was on organization, 152 to 154. And in all my teaching interviews, or whatever interviews I've ever had, tell me your strengths, tell me your weaknesses. My weaknesses, I could talk forever. Strengths, I had a hard time even coming up with a few. So that's not good, right? But with it was always time management was always mine, because my list would be this long and my time would be this long. So I'm practicing this organized one. So I guess we will find out in the near future how this works, but I'm really excited about it. So some examples are I'm organized and in control of my life. I'm in control of myself, my thoughts, my time, my actions, and my future. And organization leads into all aspects of our lives. Agree? Right? The next one that was listed, pages 155 to 156, is on eating healthy and having a healthy mindset about food, exercise, your body, all the things that we self-sabotage. And especially in this health and wellness business, you know, so many of us start the product, so many people do, to lose weight. We focus on the number rather than what I was talking about, the activities that are positive, that are going to help us achieve a better healthy living, which usually changes the number on the scale in the long run. So here's an example of one way to weight loss that's easy and works is less food on my plate and less on my fork. Simple, right? What I eat and the goals I reach are up to me, and I give no one the right to hinder or control my success. So it's all problem solving to help with health goals, and those 2 pages. So if you're struggling maybe with just 1 or 2 areas, I love that you can just pick one and focus on it, and then, you know, jump to a different one and, you know, after a couple months. And so one thing we have to remember to do too is, it talks about in here how we need to fix the problem. You want to be very detailed focused. So, oh, it says my internet's not stable. Keep my fingers crossed. So the self-talk that will give your subconscious mind a new set of directions that will help you motivate yourself in all areas of your life. So there's, to keep yourself motivated, you're not going to have a cheerleader in your kitchen. You're not going to have someone talking to you at night when, you know, you want to eat something that maybe, you know, you shouldn't. So there's a whole 2 pages on motivation. So an example is, I know that I can accomplish anything I choose, and I refuse to let anything negative hold me back or stand in my ways. So I love all the examples. So a lot of these 3 chapters had just a list of affirmations to practice in certain subcategories. And the one on, you know, this one on motivation, we all could use, right? And to be your best friend, like be a friend to yourself and loving yourself. Now we hear a lot of, you know, writing grateful journals, or even your Bible studies, your devotionals. That's all positive. I think the Bible's very positive. So a lot of devotionals will have, you know, our verses related to the challenges that we're trying to overcome. So giving life to your self-talk is just really bringing it to reality. And that's just awareness is the first level. So if we have a negative response to something, it brings up anxiety, it brings up stress, and that's where our amygdala is triggered, the flight or fights response in our brain. And that's what triggers the negative emotions. And that can spiral into a lot of other addictions, right? Emotional eating, drinking, things, smoking, things that we choose to do and we don't really realize it's because of our stress, but usually those are symptoms of not having positive mindset strategies that are habits. So giving life to your self-talk is on page 160 and 1 through 162. It's just, like I said, there's a lot of affirmations, for example. So here's an example of one. I know that greatness begins in the minds of the great. I know that what I believe about myself is what I will become. So I believe in the best for myself. So that's giving life to your own self-talk. So there's some great examples there. And then they even give examples in here on selling, which we hate that word selling, right? Because we share about our story and our health. But it was interesting as I read through all of the affirmations under selling, they didn't mention the word sell. So here's an example. An accurate description of me would include the words professional, hardworking, qualified, skillful, energetic, enthusiastic, organized, determined, highly successful, and a friend to all. Does that have the word sell in it? No, it's positive belief in yourself. And so if you haven't purchased this book before, I highly encourage you to. These 3 chapters are golden just for the affirmations that are in here. What else is there? So we can, underline this part too. So it's time to begin. So, we can always say we're doing it tomorrow. Well, I don't have time tomorrow. So there it goes back to organization and planning, right? We got to plan it. And even 1 affirmation a day is better than none. So even if you just get 1 in a day, morning and night, we can learn to motivate ourselves. We can learn to become self-starters, doers, and achievers. To do that takes less time and less training than any other kind of motivational development I have ever encountered. We need only to begin. And our inner selves, the part of us that wants to achieve, will soon begin to follow the new lead that we are giving it. Then chapter 21 talked about situational self-talk, because depending on your situation that arises is when you're going to be using this. And what referencing this book, if we're practicing those affirmations and reading through this and we're going there, the situational self-talk is going to be automatic because you're already practicing it. So when you see something negative that's happening, you're going to be a better problem solver and know how to approach it in a positive way, not a negative way. And they gave some examples again of solving problems. Like, I like solving problems. I always deal with problems and I never avoid them. I'll take the call and I'll tackle the problem head on. And I'm going to give you an example that's happening right now. It's real for us. We're building a pool, or we aren't doing it. We hired a company to put our pool in. And we are first-time poolers. Like, we've never had a pool. We've never done it. And there's been some little, the guy that we're working with, we just had some miscommunication, I guess. But not once has he said, hey, sorry this happened. He's not really taking that ownership and had problem solving with us. He's shifting it to other people. So I think, and I'm thinking, I bet he would really do well with this book. Maybe I'll give it to him. But I think we have to be aware of our own positive self-talk when we're approaching, like, say someone isn't happy with their products they ordered, approaching it in a way that, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, how can I help you? Versus, well, are you taking them every day? Which one is more loving and which one is more positive? You want to be always approaching things in a positive, loving way. What was some other things that were mentioned? Yeah, and a situational self-talk is any type of situation that you're in that you would rather not be in. That's an unexpected opportunity. I don't know, like a flat tire, you can really say you're on your way to work, you get a flat tire. Well, that's situational, right? Doesn't happen every day. If you get to work, say you had to call someone to get it fixed, or how to fix the tire, I don't. Depending on how you handle it, you can be sitting there in your mind going, oh, great, this is how my day is going to go. My whole day is going to be awful. I can just tell this is going to be the worst day of my life. You can go there, or you can say, oh, everyone gets flat tires once in a while. I guess today's my day. I better call work and tell them I'm going to be a little late, and not let yourself ruin your whole day over it. But how many of us have done that in the past where we have a situation and we let it kind of continue being our thought process? Has anyone done that? Or you want to eat healthier and then you have that chocolate bar that in the candy store that was calling your name, and you could just eat poorly the rest of the day and just throw your goals out the window, or you can just like, that was really good chocolate and I haven't had chocolate for a long time and my body deserves to have chocolate once in a while. Right? Which one is going to help you achieve your goal and help you keep going? So situational is constant, especially when you're a mom, a professional, a wife, a sister, a daughter. We have all kind of things that happen. Yeah, so situational. When we go to the negative mindset or also, that releases the wrong chemicals in our body that, can cause more emotional issues. So it's been proven that people that think negatively do suffer with more of those emotional issues. Since this book's been written, there's a lot more out there. Like I could list them all, but Atomic Habits is a good one. Compound Effect, The Slight Edge. There's so many books I've read that all relate to what this book started talking about. Yeah. It just gave some examples of situational ones, like if it's raining outside and you'd plan on going to the park with your kids and, you could be upset and let it ruin your day, or you can say, oh my gosh, it's raining today. That's fine with me. I'm going to have a good day. We're going to have a picnic inside, so you just have to flip it. And what else was there? I wanted to mention that. Okay, this is kind of a fact that I wanted to mention. Research in the field of neuroscience has proved that such things as thoughts, moods, attitudes, and actions play a far more important role in our mental and physical chemistry than we had ever thought possible. For us, the beneficiaries of this field of scientific research, the conclusions can be startling. How important are a few casual thoughts? They are more important than we had ever imagined. Our biological environment, our physical makeup and health affects our state of mind. The better condition our internal biological environment is in, the better we think and act. And the more productively we think, the more positively we affect ourselves emotionally and physically. So it all goes hand in hand. And it's, we think about activities to keep positive thinking, action meaning being physical, getting out on a walk every day. Those things affect your day. If you can't walk, you could maybe swim, or so staying active is, part of that also. Or you can get in a negative cycle. Making the best of less than the best. And they talked about it is what it is. And I really use that phrase probably. Oh my gosh, I've gone way too long already. I can't believe it's already 5 to 8. I'm so sorry. So it is what it is. I had a little plaque that said that on my dresser when I woke up every day, when I went through a time that was more challenging in my life. And I didn't want to focus on that. I wanted to just move through it. But was it harder? That was situational for me. So just remember, positiveness takes practice if you don't come by it naturally, but anyone can acquire it. Another book is Powerful Thinking. I use this one by Joyce Meyer. She's another great author. So I'm going to quick product development. Any questions about the book? I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I should have set my timer for 15 minutes.
Okay, 15 minutes and counting.
Now he's listening. I forget it's that easy. So I hope you enjoyed that. I think the book is excellent. Anything with, Tessa's new. Hi, Tessa. And you're Trisha's friend. Okay, welcome. And Jody's here. Okay. So I'm going to quickly cover the products. It's hard to cover them in 15 minutes. Since there's just a few new people, I'm wondering, let's see, Tessa's new. Terry Beth, are you new? Kind of, okay. Are you with Erica?
Amanda. She's Amanda's mom.
Oh, Amanda's mom, hi.
Amanda's mom. Mhm.
I've been in some three-way chats with you, I think. Yes, okay. So if that's okay with the rest of you, since there's, just let the new people kind of tell me what you want, since we only have a few minutes. I don't want to keep you really long. Should I just go through the products? I was going to start with gut health, move to weight loss, and then our other products. Okay, all right. So, and Kelly Hulse is going to chime in if I'm forgetting anything, or we're going to kind of do it like a conversation piece. So Plexus was the first company to really start with gut health products. That's a network marketing company. So we are kind of the legacy company. 7 years ago, it'll be 7 years ago in 2 days that I started when I clicked enroll, you guys. I didn't know what a probiotic was. Crazy, huh? So they came out with the Slim first, and then came the ProBio 5 and the BioCleanse. So raise your hand if you started on the triplex. Most of us probably did. Okay, so we know that we have our BioCleanse, ProBio 5, and our choices of Slim. So we have, now when you start the triplex, it's important that, you know, the person you're working with, you probably have the discussion, how regular are you? We talk about regularity a lot. If people have issues going too much, then we adjust the BioCleanse. If you don't go at all, we take more of this. So depending on how you started, if you didn't start that way, we can always adjust and help you. But BioCleanse is a magnesium supplement with vitamin C, sodium bicarbonate that's uniquely made to help oxygenate our digestive tract and clean it out, but not like a running to the bathroom cleanse. It should not be that way. So some people that start need 6 to 8. I've had people take 12 even of these. And that helps clean everything out. And then we have our ProBio 5, which breaks down the candida, the fungus, and adds the strains, the 5 strains of the good gut bacteria. So it repopulates and it cleans out also. But this one, you know, you want to start out slow, and we usually take it at night before bed on an empty stomach, start with 1 and progress up to 4. And that's called high dosing. So if that's something you haven't been doing, talk to your sponsor and they'll help you get restarted. Okay. Or let me know. Another thing that my neighbor here in Arizona takes Plexus. She's not even on my team. We just moved here last August. Ironically, she's a Plexus lover. Anyway, she didn't know about Plexus, the little sticker on the bottom. So I was just telling her about this last night. This has magnetic strips in it that help with the efficacy of the strains in this product. So you want to keep this in its original container for best. So you get the optimal benefits. If you have not, it's not like it wasn't doing the work. It's just going to be more effective staying in the bottle. The same with the Vital Biome, our other probiotic. It has a plexi seal, which keeps the oxygen out. So you want to keep these 2 in their original containers. The rest, it doesn't matter, okay? So the BioCleanse and the ProBio 5, any questions about that? I'm going to make this pretty informal because it's a pretty small group. Anyone have questions? Okay, so after you get up to the high dosing in those, then we always go into maintenance dosing, which is a rule of thumb is if you have 26 grams of sugars, you can stay around 2 ProBio 5. If you have more than that a day, you want to increase it. For men, it's 35, and for kids, it's 13. So I'm always adjusting mine according to how my day went with my eating. So, and then the Slim, you mix that, you can take up to 2 of these a day. The Hunger Control has more fiber in it, so it fills you up. That's why it's bigger. It's a little bit harder to mix. So you want to make sure you use lukewarm water, and kind of when you pour it on the water, you want to have it evenly dispersed on the surface so it's not clumped on top of each other. It's easier to mix. And then this one has more prebiotics. So it's feeding your good gut health, gut bacteria better, the healthy bacteria. It's going to enhance it. And This can be more aggressive. Some people can have what's called Herxheimer reaction, which is a detox. When you start the pink drink and the ProBio 5 and even the BioCleanse, those will get rid of the toxins, which is great. And that the toxins, when it's leaving your body, sometimes will come through your skin. You won't feel real good. You might get a rash, itchy skin, headache. So if you're having any of those different kind of symptoms, you're going to want to reach out to your sponsor and we can help you with that and troubleshoot. So our Triplex is the #1 selling gut health combo. Another product that they came out with, now Kelly just did a great supplement Sunday on spirulina. So the greens that we have will help with digestive issues, help with, it gets more vegetables, fermented vegetables and fruits in your body, and has spirulina. Kelly, do you want to share any more about this? Is she there still? Oh, she's off. Is she off?
Sorry. No,
There
I
you
think
are.
that's
Now you
covered it.
moved.
Yeah,
You're over there, not there.
I think it's a great product until I started like looking at like the specifics of the ingredients in there. I was not aware, even though I have been taking it, but I am a big proponent of it.
And how do you
Big.
like to drink yours?
I mix it with my Slim and my collagen. It's a one shot deal for me. Yeah, Scott mixes his and his Slim, just his Slim alone, and sometimes with his Slim and Active. But yeah, I think it tastes good.
Yeah. I like it in my yogurt. I've been with my overnight
Oh.
oats. I've been putting it in there and I really
Sure.
like that.
Sure.
Yeah. So but there's multiple ways you can have it. You can put it in your shake, just with water. Some people just drink it with water. So any of those ways work. So thank you, Kelly.
Mhm.
The other gut health products, we have our Immune Plus. It helps with immunity. There's some great mushrooms in here. The other ingredients in here will also enhance your immune health, which we all need, right? Then we have our X Factor Plus and our X Factor Original, our 2 adult multivitamins. They both are great. I take both because this has a lot of great B vitamins and it's methylated, has the aloe. This has the aloe methylated too, but more minerals and vitamins in it. But because I'm usually low in my Bs, I do take this as well. You want to take these with food, okay? But one or the other is fine. This one I took alone for a long time. I just added this one in as I got a little older. I needed it. Postmenopausal thing. And then we have our Vital Biome, which is our probiotic that helps with emotional distress, anxiety, depression. There's 2 strains in here that address lactose intolerant and just digestive issues overall. So if you haven't tried this and you have those concerns or you want talk to your sponsor about that, we usually recommend starting on the Triplex and then adding this like the 3rd or 4th month. But you can also start this alone without the Triplex if that's something, or if you know of someone that's maybe struggling in those areas. And we always want you to work with your doctor or pharmacist and show them the ingredient list so that you're on the same page, okay? We have omegas that aren't made from fish. So it comes from the ahi flour. It's omegas 3, 6, 9, and 7. And I take this with my ProBio 5 at night, and they're smaller. You know, those krill pills and the fish oil pills can get to be pretty big that are hard to swallow. So that's what I love about ours. And you don't have to worry about the mercury or anything like that coming from the fish. Our collagen is also a gut health product and a beauty and skin, but our gut, it helps with your lining. It helps with your digestive improvement in that way. So the collagen I take for 2 reasons: for my hair, skin, and nails, and joints, but also for my intestinal wall, because it helps build it. We all lose collagen starting at age 22. So this is a great, and I tried 2 other collagens before. I love ours because it has the peptides, ceramides, biotin, super food blend. I mix mine and my Slim and Active together. Love that one-stop shop every day. The Active I'm going to talk about next. Oh, and the collagen now comes also in the single packets. It comes in 15 in a bag. I love that. You can take it on the go easily. And then we have the flavor, 3 flavors of Active. This is our energy drink that is healthy energy drink where you won't get the jitters. Just 100 milligrams of caffeine coming from the yerba mate and the green tea leaf. So you have the mango peach, we have pineapple lemongrass or starfruit guava. So like I said, I mix mine with my pink drink and the collagen, and sometimes I throw the greens in there, and sometimes I do throw the hydrate in as well. So we have the electrolyte for ages 4 on up, and so many kids drink a lot of electrolytes that have sugar in them, or maybe sucralose or food dye. That's not natural. So this is a much better option. Okay. And that also comes in the packet, so it's easy to transport. Our weight loss goes hand in hand with our Triplex is a weight loss package. It has clinical studies proven to lose like 8 pounds a month with a Mediterranean diet. That's the thing about our products is you won't get a diet plan because anything works with it if you eat healthy. Weight Watchers works with it, keto, paleo, Mediterranean, intermittent fasting, depending on where you're at in your health journey. I think that's something you have to work out with your sponsor on how to move forward with what's best for your body for eating. But another one, 2 products that I love for our weight loss to add in is the MetaBurn and the Balance or Block. I don't have a bottle of Block, but the MetaBurn is, well, I'm going to be 59 in August, and I don't get a jittery energy, but I just love how I feel on this. It has adaptogenic herbs. So you burn about 150 calories more a day on this. It's a thermogenic, like I said. So it helps with adrenal support and thyroid support as well. You want to start with 1 and take it, drink some water before you take it. Some people do better eating before. I can take it on an empty stomach, but you just kind of have to see what works best for you. And I started with 1 a day for a week, and then I worked up to 2. It's better if you take them apart on the MetaBurn. Take 1 because it lasts up to 4 to 6 hours. And then you take another one and you're going to get that thermogenic effect again. Okay. So that's, and Balance blocks 48% of your sugars and carbs. And Kelly, you want to tell any more about Balance?
Yeah, I really think it's a great product. The more I'm reading about the ingredients, like investigating them more, but it has a lot to do with just the glycemic index of your food and balancing that out. So instead of getting these larger swings in our blood sugars when we eat, we get littler swings, and that just has to do with overall balance of our blood sugar. So it's not just for diabetics. It is not just for diabetics. Blood sugar stability is important for everybody. So yeah, I think it's a great product.
And best taken 20 to 30 minutes before your largest meal of the day. And this one's meant to be taken daily, and the Block is more for incidental. Wouldn't you say, Kelly?
Yeah. And I know people that take it every day, and that's fine too. But yeah, I think Block is a great thing to have just in your purse if you, going to go have a glass of wine before I go to the Olive Garden type of situation and you didn't plan for it, because it can be taken immediately. Just boom, you could take it. But the Balance, you need to be a little more strategic to get the biggest bang for your buck on that one. Yeah.
Yep. Great. And then we have our lean shakes. Raise your hand if you love our lean shakes. Yes, I have tried a lot of shakes out there, and I think ours are the best. We have vegan, and we have milk chocolate vanilla, and I like the vanilla because you can always add your Slim in there, or your Active, or your greens, or whatever you want, you can add to it. You can do that with the chocolate as well, but and the collagen in there as well. And then we have our Ease product, which is, we have a lotion also that helps with up to 4 to 6 hours with pain, inflammation. So that I have in my bathroom cupboard. I forgot to grab that, but I love the Ease. I used to use BioFreeze a lot, from the chiropractor or whatever, but our Ease lotion lasts longer, and it has healthier ingredients, better ingredients for our body. And the Ease capsules are for inflammation control, cellular inflammation. So many people will get on the products, with this product especially, and their inflammation will go down. It's like, my face isn't puffy anymore. What's going on? I haven't lost any weight, but my face looks so thin, and that's definitely E's doing its job. So it has 4 ingredients, turmeric being one of them, serapeptase, which is a digestive enzyme. We have the New Zealand green lip mussel, which Kelly can probably describe more. And then we have the bromelain, which is from
Bromelain.
the pineapple. Kelly, what do you want to say about the New Zealand? Is it lip? What do you call it? That they extract the oil out of it? What's it
Yeah,
called?
they extract the oil out of it, and yeah, it's just a really potent anti-inflammatory at a like you talk about at a cellular level. I think people don't realize, but if you have that doughiness, especially, you're inflamed, but even when you don't have that going on, I think that is an incredible thing. You don't realize how much inflammation you have until you get on this product. And like you say, your clothes fit better. You can zip up your high boots all winter long without having to use the extensions. So yeah, I think we all have inflammation problems that we're not aware of.
Definitely. I tried it only because I had a Baker cyst behind my knee, and I'd read it. I had tried for years to get rid of it and nothing worked. And I read a testimonial, someone I didn't even know on Facebook, that they took E's and their Baker cyst disappeared. And that's what happened to me. Within 2 weeks, it was gone. And I'd been dealing with it for a year and a half. So,
Yeah.
and if you don't know what a Baker cyst is, it's just like a golf ball behind your knee, and it's inflammation. They kept saying it's inflammation, do an ice bath, take ibuprofen, so anyway, that's when I was sold, and my husband loves it too. Nerve Health is a great product. It helps with nerves. I mean, as we age, our nerves become more overused and less effective. So anyone that's had surgery, neuropathy, gosh, what else, Kelly?
Well, it just sets up the ingredients in it set up the perfect environment for your nerves to regrow. And your doctor will tell you it's not possible. And it is possible. It is possible. Yeah. Great product. Neuropathies, any type of tingling, numbness that you have going on. Yeah, that's what it does. It sets up the perfect environment for your nerves to actually regrow. So when I have somebody call me and say, it's just making it hurt, it's like, yeah, and when's the last time you felt anything in that area? That's fantastic. It's working. Yeah,
Right.
it's a great
Yeah.
product.
Yes. I could tell a couple stories of people using it too, but I don't want to, we went over already. So love our Nerve Health. And then our skincare, we have, I think, the best skincare on the market, our AM and PM serum. I replaced a 5-step program with this. We have a cleanser. You just take like a pea size of this, wash your face, use AM 2 pumps and PM 2 pumps, and you're set. Probiotics in this one. And so it helped my face so much that people started noticing. And I did take a before picture, and it's really bad, but it's out there. And I couldn't believe the difference even 10 days after I started this. So if you get started on it, take your picture. You don't have to share it, but so you can see the difference, because it's hard when you look in the mirror every day. But if you take that picture and put the other one next to it, you're going to be amazed. Helps with fine lines, redness, the eye cream, can't think, acne, redness. Oh, pores, minimizes your pores as well. So it replaced my moisturizer. I don't need one anymore because this is hydrolipid moisture. It brings it into your, in through hydrolipid release. Yeah, so I think that's all of the products, except the kids line. I don't have that here in Arizona, but we have a kids microbiome drink and a kids multivitamin with probiotics in it. That's a chewable. And I know Erica's kids are on it. Lisa's kids are on it, probably Deanna. So if you guys want to say anything, Amanda, about that, the kids products, Leah?
Yeah, I have an almost 3-year-old, and she's been on the kids drink and vitamins for at least a year. And I mean, it definitely helps with regularity and just feel good about all the nutrients, she's getting. I mean, we try to do well with her diet, but life. So yeah, I don't know. I would say it's just a really good vitamin, and she likes it, and we aren't sick very often. I think that definitely helps with that too. So
All right. Well, thank you. I covered all the products. So if